UnitedHealthcare CEO murder suspect is back in court for day 6 of a critical hearing. The defense is trying to suppress key evidence, saying officers violated the suspect's rights. Yesterday, we heard from the highest-ranking officer in his arrest as to why he determined police didn't need a warrant to search the suspect's backpack. And now prosecutors are expected to call their last few witnesses before resting their case next week. ABC News legal analyst Brian Buckmire has more on that. Brian, these 2 supervisory officers testified yesterday. How do you think they did under cross-examination about that question of why they searched the backpack without a warrant?
Hey, for lack of a better term, I think they stuck to their guns and they did very well in pushing forward that there are a number of exceptions. There's 7. We don't need to go through them all. But they stuck to the one, the search incident to a lawful arrest, and articulated themselves pretty well in explaining why they believe that Luigi Mangione could be searched, not just his person, but also his backpack. I think the defense did a good job of pushing back on it, but not too much, because I think ultimately they don't want to cross the line of allowing the officer to give an explanation that could destroy their argument down the road. When it comes to case law for a search incident to a lawful arrest, it's typically within the reach of the defendant. So if that backpack, as we saw in the video and you're seeing right there, is outside of the reach, the defense won't question too much about it, but will make a big argument of it later on in this hearing.
Got it. A dozen witnesses have testified so far. Are there anything that really stand out to you as a potential difference maker in this question of can the alleged murder weapon, these alleged journal writings that the prosecutors say are confessions, these key pieces of evidence can stay or go?
I think it's Officer Wasser, and that's the officer who testified as to searching Luigi Mangione's backpack and saying that there was a belief that there was a dangerous object, a bomb or something inside of it, because that's a little different than the search incident to lawful arrest exception. That's the emergency exception that would allow an officer or an individual to search a backpack if you think, hey, this is a person accused of a violent crime, a crime that is supposed to have like some sort of meaning or terroristic aspect to it. We know that charge has been dismissed, but at the time it was a part of it. And so they could be thinking there could be a bigger danger here. And I think that language helps the prosecution more than any other witness.
The prosecution's expected to wrap next week. What do you think they're trying to do as they wrap this up and call the last few witnesses?
So I think prosecutors are doing a number of things here. One, clearly trying to win the hearing. They want all of the evidence, statements, objects found in the backpack, identification by officers to be used at trial. But they also want to put out enough information, I think, in this case to show it is Luigi Mangione. This is good police work. There is no reason to think of this person as some sort of hero or exception. I know we have many people in the court watching him, many people that have some sort of fanfare, but I think the prosecutors are trying to tamper down on that and provide facts rather than opinions as to why they believe Luigi Mangione is the right person that was arrested.
All right, Brian Buckmire, thank you.
My pleasure.